Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you are watching TTV News, some latest events in the province. And now coming to details. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Secretariat, Ms. Trương Thị Mai, member of the Politburo Standing Committee of the Secretariat, head up the Central Organizing Committee, has just signed and promulgated the writing number 30 of the Secretariat on oral propaganda in the new situation.
Accordingly, in the coming times, in order to improve the qualities and efficiencies, continue to promote the strong and oral propaganda to meet the requirement of new situation. The Secretariat requires party committee and party organization to well perform a number of key tasks and solutions, which is boost the participation of party members and cadre, particularly the leader of oral propaganda, and the leadership and direction of party committees and organization at all levels. Maintain close coordination, establish synchronization, and further cohesiveness of entire political system with the core personnel of all levels of propaganda department, of propagandists and reporters. Strengthening the orientation and persuasive power of oral propaganda is linked to content renewal. This is particularly true of the party lines, ideological foundation, policies, and law, as well as the rare accomplishments and historical significance of the party, the nation, the party construction and correction, and the political system. Increase the efficacy of word-of-mouth propaganda in only form by diversifying your approach, focusing particularly on grassroots efforts, blind online and direct propaganda, and bolster the direct form in few areas and delicate complex issues. Boost the efficiency of the correlation between media propaganda and oral propaganda. Consistently bolster and enhance caliber of central, provincial, and district reporting team, the main propaganda unit at the local level.
In order to contribute to helping alcohol and tobacco products, especially handmade alcohol products, publicly sold and consumed on the market, be stamped in accordance with legal regulation. Recently, the Provincial People Committee issued official dispatch number 606 requesting departments and branches to implement a number of contents according to their desired function and tasks. Accordingly, the Department of Industry and Trade shall reside over coordinate with relevant branches to review alcohol and tobacco production establishment in district, town, and city, evaluate the current situation of production and business, license, register, use stamp, register, declare, and pay taxes. At the same time, coordinate with the Provincial Police, the Market Management Department, and the Provincial Tax Department to strengthen the inspection and sanctioning of violation of the regulation on stamping alcohol and tobacco according to the government's regulation. The Tax Department reside over and coordinate with the Department of Industry and Trade, the Department of Market Management, the Department of Planning and Investment, the Provincial Police to develop regulation on coordinating the review and evaluation of individuals, organizations producing alcohol and cigarettes that are actually operating in the area, production, condition, and permit, register for tax payment, registration, and use of electronic stamp according to regulations. District People Committee, levels, branches, business association, cooperative, alliance, lawless coordinate with tax authority to continue to thoroughly understand and direct the right implementation of the management of electronic tobacco stamp, alcohol electronic stamps in the area according to regulations. The Department of Information and Communication, the news agency in the province, coordinated with the Provincial Tax Department to remove the propaganda of the revisions of the law on the printing, issuance, management, and use of electronic stamps of tobacco and alcohol produced in the country.
Aiming to welcome the Congress of the Vietnam Youth Union at all levels for the term 2024-2029. On the evening of March 9, the Young Entrepreneur Association of TayNinhTV Province held a program of 2024 New Year meeting. Mr. Phạm Trọng Nghĩa, Chairman of TayNinhTV Young Entrepreneur Association, shared that the 2024 promises many new opportunities and challenges for the TayNinhTV business community. In that context, TayNinhTV Young Entrepreneur Association believes that with the spirit of solidarity, creativity, and effort to overcome difficulties, business will continue to achieve more success, contributing to the common development of the province. On this occasion, the association launched the board of directors of Startup Investment Club with the investment funds of 300 million Vietnamese dong. in the exciting atmospheres of emulation of self-establishment and business establishment of the young people across the country. TayNin Young Entrepreneur Association plans to hold the contest Excellent Startup of TayNin Province in 2024 to evoke the spirit of entrepreneurship, innovation, search and support the startup projects of young people in the direction of applied research development.
Recently, the City Authority and the local school board have worked to examine the many workable solutions to ensure traffic safety and others, as well as to reduce traffic congestion in front of the school gate during rush hours. As noted by the reporter, the area in front of the gate of the Hundao Secondary School Ward 2 has a layout of road marking, backing bank side, diversion bank, and the school also regularly strengthen the propaganda and dissemination of laws on traffic order and safety to parents and students. But the situation of parents driving the car to stop, park, and divert in accordance with the regulation when taking their children to school still occur frequently. Faced with that situation, the traffic police force ordered the city police and police of Ward 2 quickly organized to coordinate channeling, reminding parents and students to strictly comply with the regulation when participating in traffic in this area. To continue to ensure traffic safety and thoroughly solve the problem of traffic jams in front of the school gate, the city police traffic police force will regularly strengthen patrol and strictly handle cases of violation of traffic safety regulation in the area in front of school gate. It can be seen that the school gate is always well ventilated and safe. In addition to the floor of the school and the functional force, parents need to change the habit of stopping, parking, diverting the wrong place in front of the school gate, and educating their children to strictly comply with the regulation when participating in traffic, thereby contributing to building an increasingly civilized and friendly traffic cultures.
Swimming and applied swimming is a basic subject in the content of training and physical training for new soldiers to meet the requirements of training tasks, combat readiness and handling rescue and rescue situations in the province. At the 174 Regiment's pool, although the weather in the early summer was quite sunny, the young soldiers were still enthusiastic about practicing. In turn, the warm-up movements and swimming on land movements from surprise to mature. Officials from the squad to the company guide each group of soldiers to practice shallow swimming movements combined with breathing. To have the army know how to swim and know how to handle situations that occur in the river, meet the requirements of the task, swimming training must be taken seriously from the moments of training new soldiers and then continue to train advance. Through swimming practice, it also trains the will, courage and improves the health of the enemy. In order for the team to swim with the right technique, it's necessary to practice in segments, from practicing leg movements to practicing hand movements. When mastered, practice limbs to coordinate with breathing, guided to practice on land before practicing in the water. Always remind the team to warm up well, firmly grasp the boys' of attention while practicing to ensure safety and quickly know how to swim.
The 40th Infantry Company branch of Yotan District performed the task of increasing the production of clean vegetable right on the vacant land in the park. Vegetables in the season are very much. The branch organized a zero Vietnam clean vegetable booth for people around the area. Steamed vegetables are still rendered because they are planted and carried for very meticulously and lean without pesticide. Vegetables are presented by soldiers in a variety from sweet cabbage, amaranth, radish, and to spinach, squash, water spinach. Within about 30 minutes, the whole clean vegetable pool in the soldier was gone. In the context of eating, everything must be vegetarian as it today. The clean green vegetable of the soldier here have partly helped some families get a delicious bowl of soup without worrying about chemicals. With a vegetable garden of more than 1,400 square meters, the soldier took advantage of the source of the organic manner from raising livestock and poultry. So, the vegetable garden became more and more green. Vegetables not only provide meals for the soldier, but are also shared with people through the Zero Vietnam Đồng vegetable booth twice a month with more than 150 kilograms of clean vegetable. There is also free drinking water for workers. Troy vegetable become a unit model that is being replicated throughout the province.
And ladies and gentlemen, this day the daytime weather in the southern provinces is extremely hot. On the training field, the highest temperature during the day sometimes reaches more than 37 to 38 Celsius degrees, and affecting the health of soldiers and soldiers in training at the units, and to ensure the health of soldiers and military men while maintaining the quality of training, the Principal Military Command requires units to promptly adjust and seamlessly deploy corrective measures and adapt to the weather conditions, and to ensure the health of the soldiers, proactively prevent and against the sunstroke and heart stroke during the training. And in hot weather, the unit prioritizes arranging training and physical training content in the early morning and late of the afternoon to avoid hot weather, and the units take advantage of the terrain surrounding the training area, such as in the gardens and areas with the green trees and shade, to train for the new soldiers. Content such as political education and army enlistment orders will be held in the late morning and early afternoon when the temperature is not dropped. Let us have the officers and soldiers ensure their health while steering, ensuring the training time and quality of training. And on the morning of March 9th, TayNinhTV Provincial Labour Federation and TayNinhTV Agricultural Development Trade Union coordinated with the FICO Cement Joint Stock Company to organize the contest of conquering the peak of Padang Mountain for 10 kilometers and meetings and exchanges to celebrate the International Women's Day of the March the 8th. The contest conquering the top of Padang Mountain 10 kilometers includes the prizes including 4 first prizes, 4 second prizes, 4 third prizes, and 12 consolation prizes. Typically, 2 first prizes went to the Grassroots Trade Union of FICO Cement Joint Stock Company, 1 third prize went to the Grassroots Trade Union of TayNinhTV Limited Liability Company, and 1 third prize went to the Grassroots Trade Union of the Forest Protection Department. At the meeting, 6 collectives and 10 individuals received the certificates of merit from the Labour Federation of TayNinhTV Province also.
Ladies and gentlemen, in 2023, the whole country recorded 82 deaths from rabies in 30 provinces. Only TayNinhTV Province recorded 2 deaths from rabies in Gò Dầu and Bến Cầu District. In the first 2 months of 2024, the country had 20 cases of rabies in 14 provinces. From the overall situation, rabies prevention and control is an urgent issue of concern to the state and authority at all levels.
Rabies is transmitted from animals, mainly dogs, cats, to the human through bites, scratches, and there is no treatment. Currently, the weather is right. The sunny times of the day is long, which is a favorable time for rabies in dogs and cats that are likely to break out and spread. The People Committees of TayNinhTV Province has issued a decision to promulgate the rabies prevention plan for the period 2022-2030. With the goal of controlling rabies in dogs and cats being raised, striving to no longer die from rabies by 2030. Specifically, by 2025, more than 70% of households raising dogs and cats must be managed. By 2030, the rate of rabies vaccination for dogs and cats is 100% of total herd, 100% of district, towns, and cities with rabies vaccination point, and anti-rabies serum for humans. Dogs and cat owners are responsible for registering and declaring to Commune People Committee, committing to raising dogs and cats in captivity. When taken out of the house, they must be released a muzzle. The Department of Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Medicine strengthened the implementation of rabies propaganda and prevention. The difference in this year's propaganda is that the Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Sub-Department will implement the pilot model in school propaganda at the 2 junior high schools in Hoa Thanh Town. And the training session on rabies prevention is also one of the content within the framework of rabies prevention programs in the province. For many years, the Department of Livestock and Veterinary Medicine has organized free French dog vaccination on livestock in accordance with regulation. However, there are many cases where dog owners don't comply with registration, let the dog run wild. The local government has not applied the risk reduction, while from 2023, the task catching dog-free will be transferred to authorities of communes who are entitled to implement. We really need the coordination of local authorities in the management of dogs and cats in district, towns, and cities, carrying the work of catching dogs to run around, catching. This is the important issue contributing improving the efficiencies of rabies prevention. The Animal Husbandry of Veterinary Sub-Department will regularly perform professional tasks well. But in order for the situation to change positively, it is necessary for the cooperation of the communities, especially households who are raising dogs and cats.
And ladies and gentlemen, each harvest spring it's with a lot of hope, and when after a year of sunshine and 10 days, brides, growers will receive the results. But it is also a time to have a leisurely agricultural labor force have the food and jobs. For many people, this is not a profession, but for hired workers in harvest, they see it as a livelihood. On the beautiful sunny days of each March in the rice fields in Phước Chỉ commune of Trang Bang Chau, the Ninh province, the farmers are busy harvesting the winter-spring rice crop. And thanks to the development of mechanization, the farmers' harvesting is less difficult than before, from cutting to transporting the rice with the supporting of machines. In the morning, I will carry rice down to load to the cart until it is full and then go ashore with the cart. I put the rice in straight rows for the people. Carrying bags of rice weighing about 50 kilograms under the scorching sun all day long, not everyone can do it. In return, they have money to go to the fields this day. For each unit here is counted and calculated per pack. Each pack earns for 4,000 Vietnam dong, and sometimes it's about 300 to 400,000, sometimes 100 and 200,000 Vietnam dong. After harvesting the rice, the field owners were often disposed of straw by burning, and from there arose the need to hire people to spread the straw before burning. Spread the straw for 600,000 per act, and usually for people go for this kind of work. And this straw is also light enough for my body, enough for my families, and for daily expenditure. With the 3 rice crops a year and each harvest only lasts about 10 days, although it is only a seasonal job, many people have been working as a high laborers during the harvest for more than 10 years because after the hardship they will be happy faces when they have money to take care of their children's daily activities and in the future.
Ladies and gentlemen, more than 1 week from the day new soldiers study and train in the 5th Division. In the early days in the military environment, everything was always surprised with the new soldier when their aiming discipline was completely different from the external environment. Thanks to the attention and help of the officers here, the new soldiers are readily overcoming the initial surprise, iterating themselves into the order and regime of the military environment, really defining the task, determined to complete the assigned task well. The new soldier at the 1st Battalion 4 Regime 5th Division Workup completed the morning exercise and began to arrange internal order. After a week of training, the internal order of the new soldier has improved. At the internal examination, there were many soldiers who achieved low to high score. This shows that the new soldiers are quickly adapting to the environment in which they will live and work within the next 2 years. In the early days of enlistment, I was still fumbling and clumsy about tasks in the army, such as arranging and aligning internal affairs, exercising, as well as physical training, as well as eating and sleeping time. In order for new soldiers to adapt faster to the military environment, officers in the unit implement the 3 together cadre movement: eat together, lie together, work with the soldier. The units had regularly come to meet, care, encourage, and help the children, especially in cases of difficult competence, having a war and children to do well in ideological and educational work orientation, thereby to firmly raise the mind and feeling firmly remove the stop core, so that the children can quickly feel secure, determine the task to successfully complete the military service of the citizen. When I first came in, I also missed my family, missed my brand. After a week up enthusiastically guided by the officer and battalion captain, I gradually got used to do it, less homesick and also work more ethically. I see that I have changed my lifestyle to be neater, more comfortable, not like at the beginning. It's slow to integrating into everyone's lives. After the initial surprise and embarrassment, the soldiers were happy, excited, and ready to try their hand in the new environment, strictly complying with the regime, regulation, and activities of the unit. The regimes of the day strictly maintained and schedule. Currently, after 1 week of receiving, basically the new soldiers have quickly integrated into the military environment, visualizing the characteristics of the military environment. Currently, the order, manner, arresting, reading, arranging internal order, and hygiene of the new soldier have made a lot of progress. After 1 week in the army, 947 new soldiers of the 4th Regime 5th Division have really integrated into the life here. Each soldier has their own feeling, but one thing is common is the pride of becoming Uncle army, with the determination to contribute to the heart, wisdom, and youth the task of building and defending the fatherland.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for watching and see you next time.